It's a real bad mind tune. Building. We in the building. We in the building. Let's make it out. I'm 44. What you talking about? We in the building. Come on, y'all. We in the building. Let's make it hot. 144. That joint is hard. We in the building. Let's make it hot. 144. Somebody was trying to play Captain Akkad. He thought he was going to disrespect me and talk about Captain Akkad, which was disrespectful, but he thought it was going to get under my skin. Talk about our music, and then ISUPK, he said, y'all rap about guns, and he tried to do a little rhyme and say, oh, that ain't y'all? Oh no, I was just freestyling that. He said no cowards, nines and six hours, something. And I was like, well, those lyrics are in a lot of our songs. We've been at war, baby. Thank you for your patience. They're doing some construction across the street where they took out some line, a little this, got it back up. They're about to rebuild and refurbish this gas station over here on South Ave. Most High in Christ, that's the Lord, if you ask me. If you're asking me, that's the Most High. We in the building. Let's get it, y'all. Come on, y'all. Y'all with me or what? Leave the world behind. Nasty, disgusting movie, boy. Woo! Good old Netflix film, y'all. I'm telling you, it's fire. It's got its points to it. All right. Y'all with me? Y'all ready to go? If you have not seen the movie, if you didn't see the movie, you probably don't want to sit here on my joint right now with me. Probably would be best if you didn't sit down with me right now. Because I'm about to talk about this movie, okay? We in the spot. We in the building. Play, man. I don't think I even should have to ask y'all, huh? I'm gonna play the game. Do I have to ask? On my show, I gotta ask? Do I have to ask? You know what it is. You know what it is. me in the spot. I listened to it about 3 times now, right? How y'all doing? Y'all with me? The water for y'all patience once again. Let me see. Evidence, chapter 6. Okay. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? You love me? um, we ready. All right, y'all. The water for y'all patience. Here we go. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do the movie review. If you haven't seen the movie Leave the World Behind, if you don't want to know the movie, this is the disclaimer. Leave now. Leave my chats now. Leave the YouTube. Leave the Facebook. Leave the pages now if you do not want to know the ending of this movie or the beginning or anything of the movie. You want to watch it? Here we go. I like that. Now, as I do a movie review, this is Captain Azani of the Hidden Truth Revealed, the ISUPK. Okay? ISUPK under Commanding General Yana. This is teaching the truth since 1969. Got this ring on my glasses. It's probably because of my headband. So Salaki. Okay. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of this Bible, teaching who the Most High is, what the Most High is about, according to these scriptures. When I say the Bible, I mean the King James 1611 Bible. I'm laughing because 1611, 1619 is in the movie, you know. But anyway, okay. This group, this organization is of its own. We are not associated with anybody else. We're not associated with any religion or any other Israelite group. The ISUPK is the ISUPK under Commanding General Yahana. Commanding General Yahana raises up men, generals, captains, officers, troopers, and raises up sisters, women, raises up sisters into this truth. And we all continue to do that because that's our calling and our mission and our duty by the Most High in Christ. Okay. to go out to save Israel. All right. Okay. Now the Most High is Yahweh. His name is the name of the Most High. Excuse me. As you read about in the scriptures, the Creator, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the authority, the rule, who created this entire earth. And he's established the ISUPK and set the ISUPK up. So if you're in the ISUPK, give yourself a hand, Most High in Christ. And if you're not, you're probably upset. All right? Now, leave the world behind. Now, I'm going to do a movie review. Now, let me state this first. What is obvious is not understood. What is hidden is easily searched. I'm saying that for this point. I'm saying that to make this point here. When you look at movie reviews and conspiracy theories and the signs in movies and the Illuminati and Masonry, the Masons, the secret societies, and the color of this, and this was over here in the numerology, and geometry, and the worship of these things, the witchcraft behind these things. When you go and you study it and you see these things in movies, say for instance, you're watching this movie, it's all through the movie. This is my point that I want to make, though, first. For some reason, people believe that the higher ups and the witches and the Masons and all these groups, the secrets that be the powers that be, they're hiding it from you. They're really saying this, but yo, I'm telling you, if you look at this, you will see it. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see that on the wall? Did you see the number over here? And yes, they do it. They do it. I was talking to my cousin who watched the movie. Right after I watched the movie. Oh no, right after I watched the movie, I'm speaking to him. "666 is everywhere in the movie." Okay. Ooh. This movie review is not going to be a spooky movie review. The color of the wall, which I noticed in the first scene, is blue. Okay. The waters. Mason's favorite color and all that. They use that color blue and all this. So they're using the blue to describe this and that. You see the clock here, the cup here, and the clock over there, all reference 666. So you get spooked out. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, stop being so goddamn spooky. Stop being so damn spooky. Stop being this conspiracy theorist, the secret society. It's online. It's everywhere. It's become a religion. It's become a philosophy. It's become a class. Leave the world behind. I understand it's got all its subliminal messages in it about the Masons and the secret society and the war that's going to happen. They know that's what you're going to do. I always ask conspiracy theorists, now, are there some truths to it? Yes, absolutely. Is a conspiracy? Yes. But the reason why we go in on conspiracy theorists and we reject a lot of what they're saying is because it's not leading you to the Most High in Christ. It doesn't have a point or a purpose, but entertainment to do. Remember, they cloned Tyrone? Who was the main character in They Cloned Tyrone? Or one of the A-list movie stars in They Cloned Tyrone? Anyone? Who is in They Clone Tyrone? Jamie Foxx, right? Jamie Foxx was in the movie They Clone Tyrone. The movie was about scientists and they cloning our people. They cloning black people, right? Cloning black people and conditioning our minds. Eat this food to be poisoned by this. Okay. Put it over here. I'll put it in the box. Right? So they're doing all this. And then Jamie Foxx gets sick. Jamie Foxx gets sick, and they going, see, he did the movie They Clone Tyrone. When Jamie Foxx comes back on scene, out the hospital, you know what they did? Everybody did. That ain't Jamie Foxx. It's a clone. Now, do you think the producers, the directors, the people behind the movie, even Jamie Foxx himself, do you think that they did not use that as bait to get you to watch the movie, They Clone Tyrone? You think so? Anybody? Do you think that? What y'all think? Y'all think they use that as a ploy? Wouldn't that be genius to do? Wouldn't that be genius to do? That would be genius. That would be genius to do, to take that situation with Jamie Foxx, right? And utilize that situation with Jamie Foxx passing out, almost dying, and then coming back on the scene. His skin was lighter. You know what I heard? You know, one of the things that I heard, I'm about to get into the movie review, y'all. And I appreciate it. You know, one of the things that I heard, not only was his skin lighter, his goatee didn't connect. Jamie Foxx always have his goatee connect. It didn't connect on this side. Remember that? Y'all seen that? Stop being so goddamn spooky. Because you believing in all these conspiracy theories is doing nothing but the making of many books make one mad. That is exactly what's happening to you. Because all the conspiracy theories, when we bring out the conspiracy theory that's on the earth that's true, that comes from the Bible, who are the children of Israel? Who are God's chosen people? Don't nobody know that? Or you know about the pyramids in Antarctica? You know about the earth being flat? You know about the, you can't go to outer space because it's this shield over it, and there is no outer space. What's another one? What's another conspiracy theory? Thank you, sister. Anything's possible in Hollywood. Yes. And they're going to use that in Hollywood. But okay. What's another conspiracy theory? I'm going to get to that point. I'm going to get right to it. What's another conspiracy theory? Can somebody just pop one in for me? Y'all got it. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You deal with them all the time, right? A flat earth. Aliens. What else? These celebrity A-listers aren't really dead, and who you think is a woman in Hollywood really is a man. They was telling, I heard that Megan Thee Stallion and Michelle Obama, they were men. Y'all heard that before. I know you heard that before. Okay. When you listen to this song or this movie, you're going to see all these symbols. And DMX was a sacrificial, unaliving. So was Aaliyah. Everybody that died is sacrificial, right? Nobody really dies just naturally or according to an atrocity or something horrible happening to them. Their drug use. Nah, that ain't really happened. Okay. R. Kelly, he in prison, not because he's a pedophile. R. Kelly's in prison. I'm just saying these are conspiracies. This is things on your mind. R. Kelly's in prison because he wanted to own his own masters to his music. And he had to destroy the black man. Bill Cosby almost went to prison. He went to prison. And they was on Bill Cosby because Bill Cosby wanted to buy NBC. Oh my goodness. Now, could there be truth to some of these things? Yes. Yes. Should you be engulfed and embellished in all this? No. No, not at all. You are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. If you're a grown man, thank you, sis. You're right. People on TikTok say we are living in a simulation. Right, sis. We live in the Truman story. What is it, Truman? Jim Carrey did a movie called The Truman Show, where the cameras followed him around. We all just live in this dream. It's not really real. You see how I got the smoke going? Oh, I can't grab it, but I can see it. Ooh, where did it go? It's all an illusion. You are not really here. But you take your ass to work. Shut up. You will go to work, get that money, and pay them goddamn bills. You damn sure will. Shut your dumb ass mouth. You like being stupid because being stupid is easy. If you're an adult and you sit there, majority of you are getting high. You're smoking every weed, popping every pill, drinking every syrup you can find. Some of you got problems of depression and you just stay home all day long and you just watch all these stupid videos because one video is going to lead to the next video. That video is going to lead to this video. This video is going to lead to that video. People who watch this also watch this. Hell yeah. Because conspiracy theory has become a religion. It's become a religion. You even have your keynote stars in it. Alex Jones is a keynote star. Who the cat from UFC? Joe Rogan. Could y'all be right about one or two things? Hell yeah, damn right. I'm with it. I agree. I definitely agree. Could y'all be wasting all of our time? Damn for sure. For sure. Okay. Any more? Any more, y'all? What's some more? What's some more? Y'all know some more? Aliens build the pyramids. Oh, this is new. I think this is a new one. I didn't hear it. I did hear it a couple years ago, but this is one. The Bible lands that you read about in the Bible, they weren't in the Middle East. Those Bible lands weren't in the Middle East. You know where those lands were? Here in America. Right? That's what they're going to tell you. All right? That's one. It's a whole bunch of them, man. It's a whole bunch. Okay? It's a whole bunch. There's this wall that's up on the sides of the earth so nobody falls off the earth. Gravity don't really exist. Gravity is false. Am I still on, y'all? Did I freeze up? Y'all let me know if I'm on YouTube and on Facebook if I froze up, please. Baba for sure. Okay, thank y'all. Thank y'all for your patience. I'm just making sure that I'm live. See, that's the conspiracy theorist. I'm telling y'all, see? I'm trying to tear it down. I don't like what I'm just teaching. Told y'all. I told y'all. Okay, stop being so spooky, everybody. I'll get into it. I'm on it. It's locky. Okay, thank you, sister. What? Oh yeah, sister got a new one. Yeah. Shout out to Barack Banaj. Shalom, sis. To all the Akim, Shalom Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabbat Phone. To all the Akwafium, the sisters. Shalom Yahweh Shema Elifah Bashim Yahweh. You know what the sister just brought out? The Grand Canyon leads to somewhere in Africa. What? They just found out that if you go deep into the Grand Canyon, that you're going to end up in Africa. See, it's hilarious, Barack Banaj. It's hilarious, Barack Banaj. But at the same time, do you know people believe that stupid stuff? You know, people used to believe, remember in the cartoons, we would watch the cartoon, Bugs Bunny and everybody? Remember Bugs Bunny would dig down into the earth? Or the cartoon character would go into the earth? They said they dug so far into the earth, whoop, they popped up on the other side. Where were they? Where were they, y'all? In China. Y'all remember that? Maybe I'm just too old or they don't do that with cartoons anymore. But I remember them doing that. There's nothing new under the sun. You think you believe in something new and inventive and great and creative and this. Dummy's been following it forever. You ain't the first dummy to follow that stupidity. Okay? You're not the first dummy to follow that stupidity, and you're not the last. How come nobody's talking about the conspiracy to destroy Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? That's right, sis. They smoke so much weed. They smoke so much damn weed. And if you don't smoke weed and you watch it, you are prideful and arrogant. Because the only reason you're watching is because you think that you're going to get this new information that you're going to tell everybody so you can be the superstar, you be the intelligent guy to come up with the new religion, a new idea, a new philosophy, whatever it may be. People be believing all this nonsense. And you're smoking weed and you're acting stupid as hell. You're filling a void. You need some help. You need some therapy. Because nobody's talking about this Bible and how America or society or the world is against this Bible. Let's talk about that. You won't talk about that, will you? Let's talk about the movie now. Like I said, I'm going to state some things. You might look at it and say, Captain Azania is being conspiracy theorist. That might be true. Okay. Maybe I look too deep here and didn't look deep enough here. But this is subjective. A movie is a form of art. Now, are they relaying a message? Yes. Every art form is relaying some message. Is there a subliminal message? Of course, yes. Is there something in the front? See, but this is my thing. The movie takes place in modern time. And the title of the movie is Leave the World Behind. And there is some type of attack on the known America or where these people live. There is some type of attack. Could it be a war, nuclear war, World War III? It's to that effect. Okay? And people have an understanding quick. As soon as these atrocities happen, the satellites get knocked out. No one can use their cell phones. No one can use their internet. No one can do this or that because they can't travel. And it feels like it's an attack by those in the country. Feels like it's an attack from somebody outside the country. They brought up the Koreans. They brought up the Middle Eastern people, Arab countries. Could it be that? So this movie has that feel to it, the end of the world type thing. You leave the world behind. The known world is getting ready to be destroyed. Planes are flying and crashing into the ground, just dropping out of the sky. People going crazy. So what people focus on in the movie is going to be that. But this is my point. While people are focusing in on the movie about the world being destroyed or Third World War, the obvious, there's things in it that are obvious that they was trying to point out or trying to say. Or this is my take. Because you can have a completely different take. That's fine. It's a form. If I put up a picture and you see this, you see a cat and I see a dog, that's fine. It's not that serious by the end of the day. You know why? Why isn't it that serious? Because we have this book here in which we should abide and live by. Okay? Y'all getting me. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. So what everybody's going to do, if I type in Leave the World Behind on YouTube, damn near 80-90% of the videos that's come up. Let's say 80% of the videos that pop up, 8 out of 10 of the videos that's going to pop up is going to break down the secret codings and the backdrops or the messages or who is who and what's going on is the secret. So everybody knows it. These things are not hidden to you. The obvious is hidden from you. That which is obvious in the movie is really hidden from you. What's obvious in the movie? Race. Race. Race is very obvious, right? And like the characters in the movie, there are characters in the movie that don't look at race like, who cares that I'm like this? It gets pushed off nonchalantly, right? That's the point that they're relaying. This is what I'm gathering. The point that they're relaying is our world, as we know it, may be destroyed or is going to be destroyed because of how we treated other people. That's how I'm getting it. You might be, oh, you wrong. Go ahead. I don't care. That's fine. Because you got your time to do whatever you want. But it was continuously repeated in the movie about treating people. You think people don't know this? You think people don't see this and see the planes crashing and all that stuff? Yeah, they got it. 8 out of 10 videos that you look up. 8 out of 10 people who want to talk about the movie. Majority of the people, let's say if you talk to somebody about the movie, okay, some of those people are going to talk about World War III and all this other stuff like that. Okay, with the secrets behind World War III and what's going to happen and lead up to it and all these things that's going to take part of it. And you will watch the movie religiously. You will watch the movie and study the movie. Who studies the scriptures? No one. No one wants to study the scriptures because that takes too much. Not only studying the scriptures, but living the scriptures accordingly. Not just being hearers of the word, but doers of the word. How about you ingest this into your life? You know why people love the YouTube conspiracy, the TikTok and all that? You know why everybody loves social media and these new trends of ideas and philosophies? You know why? Because it does not hold your bum ass accountable. It does not put you in check to say, you need to change. You need to get right with the Most High. So you can sit on the goddamn Netflix all goddamn day long, all night long. Everybody will do it. But you won't change yourself. That was the point of the goddamn movie. Let me say it, man. All right, leave the world behind. Red OM Films. Uh-oh. Red OM Films. Red OM. Uh-oh. See, it's an omen. Oh my gosh. It's the witches that did it. Red and the blood and the sun turns black and oh my gosh, there's a red blood moon and a red blood sun and the ritual and the sacrifice and it's our own. Got it. Clap it up. You got it. You done cracked the code. Meanwhile, your babies are being sold through sex trafficking. Meanwhile, poverty is at an all-time high, destroying your community. Meanwhile, all types of new drugs is coming out. Meanwhile, your wife having sex with another man. Meanwhile, your husband bringing home all types of diseases to kill you and your babies and your family. Or unalive, excuse me. All right? Meanwhile, you're getting further and further away from the truth. Meanwhile, you keep rejecting the Most High's word. Meanwhile, you don't want to follow Christ and have no idea who Christ is. Yahweh Shai Mashiach. But you got the red on film. Leave the world behind, red on film. Sam Ishmael. Uh-oh. Sam Ishmael. Oh. Ishmael. Oh, Ishmael. Ishmael in the Bible. And he was the son that was rejected. That's good. That's good. That's fine. Ishmael was in the Bible. Okay. Higher Ground Productions, which is Barack Obama and Michelle Obama's production company. Oh, it's over. It's over for everybody. That president partakes in a production company that do a movie, leave the world behind. Leave the world behind. Leave the world behind. Leave the world behind. There are 4 main characters in the movie. There are other characters. There are 4 main characters in this movie. When I say 4 main characters, I'm saying they hold the most parts in the dialogue, and the construction mostly revolves around them. Now, there is another character in the movie that's sought out as a key star or a key point in which you must follow. See, I said key star. Ooh. Ooh. Star. Ooh. Ooh. Right. Oh, thank you, Barack Obama. Barack Obama said that's another conspiracy theory, saying that Barack Obama is trying to throw people hints on what's going to happen in America. Ooh. Who the hell cares when it gets to a point? Who cares? Who cares? Because I've heard all this stuff that hasn't come to fruition. It hasn't come to pass. And these things, Salakia says, these things, when people bring these things up, they don't understand the distraction that it does, and it takes them away from the Bible. Because I've heard that Barack Obama is the Antichrist. So if Barack Obama is the Antichrist, right, then you misconstrued the entire scripture of Antichrist. Because everyone who is against Christ and does not follow Christ is the Antichrist. Everyone that seeks to wage war against Christ is the Antichrist. But you're going to think that the Antichrist is just this one guy, this one man that's going to be half human, half alien. He's going to pop lock. Instead of thinking yourself as being against Christ. So you won't think that you're against Christ. You won't think that you're against the Most High. You don't think about you sinning, you being wicked and wrong and waging war against Christ. You wage war against Christ. Doesn't it say, when I sin, you crucify him daily? So you crucifying Christ daily. But you're not thinking about that. You're thinking of. And I'm not saying that it's not true. But you get so infatuated on it that you're missing the point that the Most High is putting in the Bible. You're thinking about the family. This family and that family of people. This president, that number. What? You'll sit your ass there all day long and talk about something that you don't even know if it's really going to pass or to happen. And my thing is this. This is what I continue to stress, and I never get an answer. You will never get an answer. What if they're flipping it on you and tricking you to make you believe that you following a secret when really you just being played? Because Alex Jones and Joe Rogan and all these people, the Simpsons, who follows Christ after that? Who's following Christ after that? None of them. These people don't care about the Bible. You know what they care about? The 33rd degree Masonry. Beyonce worships Satan. Oh my gosh. Could Beyonce worship Satan if she wasn't a superstar? Yes. Do our people worship Satan and they're not superstars? Yes. Yo dumbass gonna be December 25th celebrating Christmas. But nobody's going to think about you because nobody cares about you. You know who everybody cares about? Jay-Z, Bill Gates, Kevin Hart. If you're famous, you die. Oh my goodness, it's just automatically. You're the topic of discussion for the next 5, 6, 7 years, man. Because you was part of something secret that needed to be exposed and seen. Now it was seen, but really it was hidden. How about you stop smoking weed? How about we get our people over drugs? How about we still do that? How about we stop this pedophilia, over-sexualization onto our people, which was in the movie? How about we do what we're supposed to do in following Christ? Wickedness in high places. And then we won't even talk about who really controls it and runs it. We won't really go into that. We don't really want to talk about that. Because once again, it didn't come up about race. Right? Wouldn't it come up about race? And we're not supposed to talk about race. Now, I might use some points that might be deep, and I might use some points that's shallow. And this is not because ISUBK, we don't do official movie reviews. All right, we don't sit around like these fake Israelite groups and people just watching movies and saying this is what this, yeah. Okay. However, we do understand that there are points, and the media is the strongest tool to persuade you. But also, the media persuading you, you might think that you're going against it, but really you're caught in its net. All right. The reason why I'm laughing is because of this. Let me see. The reason why I'm laughing is because the first scene of the movie is the Earth in outer space. The first scene in the movie is the Earth in outer space. And I'm laughing because they're not showing the Earth as a flat Earth. They're not showing the Earth as a flat Earth, y'all. And you'll notice too, things die down. Things die down, they come pop back up, and they go back down, they go back to sleep. We're getting tired, we can't find nothing to entertain these fools, these idiots. So what we'll do is we'll pull this oldie but goodie up out of the box. The Earth is flat. But the Earth is round in the beginning of the movie. So the Earth is round, right? Okay. And then they have the camera as if it's hovering over the Earth. Okay. All right. And then it drops down into this specific location. And at first you don't know exactly where it is, but after watching the movie and putting things together, he kept saying the city and referring to it like New York City or okay. All right. I was taking it more like it was a fictitious place. Okay. I was taking it more like the place that they was coming from was fictitious. Or they saying the city, they're just talking about the metropolitan. Now they may have said New York City and I didn't hear it. However, I was just taking certain things to be fictitious. All right. Because, and I'm saying that because I'm going to say to y'all that the movie all right, I'll get to that point. Okay. Okay. Because you can see in the movie, now it goes into this bedroom. Ethan Hawke and Julia Roberts. Her name is Amanda, and his name is, I can't remember his name anymore. What is his name? Okay. And this movie wants to convey this message that these are white people. And they're white. The culture is white. How they respond to other people is white. Their identity with themselves is white. You know what I'm saying? How they respond, how they live their life is what you would do. Common white people in America. The man laying in the bed while she's packing luggage. She's packing her luggage, and he's laying in the bed, and he has on that Snake t-shirt, and he's drinking from a coffee mug, the 76s. Now the 76s, 1776. This is America. America, proud to be an American, like a white person, like white people. They love and embrace America, and they identify with America, and this is their place. Okay? All right? He's wearing a t-shirt, and the t-shirt is the snake for the 13th colony. If you look close, his T-shirt is the 13 colony snake. You know, that was the representation of America first, was a snake in the 13 colonies. See, you don't want to see the obvious because you have become American. When I say you, I'm talking to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So you ain't going to talk about the snake on the shirt being the 13 colonies, right? Because the 13 colonies was built on what? What are the 13 colonies built on? What were the 13 colonies built on? Anybody? What were the 13 colonies built on? Y'all see it? See the 13 colonies? Don't tread on me. Join or die. Don't tread on me. Liberty or death. This was the symbol of America, man. And I'm glad that this symbol pops up so quick and easy because you know what we like to say over here. Y'all know what we like to say over here, y'all. We like to make y'all mad and say this. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He shows his imagery, his connection to the snake. And that these 13 colonies are united and joined together in snakes. And what built the 13 colonies? What built America? Mm-hmm. Anybody? Thank you, sister. Excellent. Excellent. Kalaya, you got it. Slaves. Slave. That's what the movie is built on. That's what the movie is all about. Leave the World Behind is talking about who are the real slaves and who needs to be in captivity. Who were the slaves and who needs to be in captivity. And is something going to happen to America because of our racist agenda to enslave and to destroy blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? That's what the point of the movie is about. That's what the point of the movie is about. Sister said, sir, when the white lady said, I hate people, she was referring to the minorities. Yes, she was. Because the movie is about everybody's position and everybody's role in America, right? So let me go back to Leave the World Behind. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get into it, right? Okay. Thank y'all. Salaki. So, right, in the beginning of the movie, this woman goes ahead This woman goes ahead and she books like an Airbnb. She books an Airbnb for the day so that the family can get away. The family can be together because she's so stressed out. This movie is perfect to identify who these people are on the earth. Esau and Edomites, especially their women, they love to embellish that they are struggling. The most simple thing to them is a die-hard struggling thing. And they cry about every goddamn thing. When you read in the Bible about Esau, what did Esau do when he returned to his father? What did Esau do when he returned to his father after Jacob received the blessing? You know what he did? He cried. He cried. And Esau is a damn hypocrite. He's a liar and a manipulator because Esau sold his birthright before the inheritance was given. So why the hell is he crying? The reason why he's crying is because he thinks that you are going to forget his actions on the earth. Esau thinks that you are going to just dismiss the things that he's done, the oaths that he's taken, the promises, the lies. He thinks that you're just going to dismiss it and that you're going to continue to serve him and sit up under him and be his younger. But that's not what was prophesied in the Bible. So she's crying. We got to get away. I'm packing the bags now because I'm tired of this. If you study and read the Bible, Esau was a crybaby. Esau cries. And you know, I see these people going to work in the day to day and all this, and you know what? I hate people. That's established as the first character in the film. That's the first character in the film established, like, boom! That sets precedent. That makes a strong statement and point that this white woman in this movie, she hates people. You got to get it. So she hates people, right? All right, boom. That's the first thing she says. And her husband is the fumbling Edomite that does wickedness and is, you know, he's a snake, but he not, come on, he's more the liberal. I like this movie, man. They put the Republican and the Democrat in a marriage together. Right? They put the conservative and the liberal together. They put the one that's always organized, we gotta go, that hates people, with the guy, he hates people too, but it's more so, come on, like, let's go get a pork sandwich. I'm not washing my clothes today. That type of guy. I smoke cigarettes, but I'm really trying not to. She's a media consultant, and he's a professor. He's a professor at City College, where it's liberal. I think he's a professor about media or something. And she do something with media, and she helps people and consults people, and she hates people. That's Esau, man. That was perfect. That was perfect in all its ways. All right. The name of the rental listing, the Airbnb, the name of it is, why don't you leave the world behind? So leave the world behind has multiple meanings in it. That's why I said this art has multiple meanings in it. Let me get this scripture. Let me get this scripture for y'all. Second Esdras chapter 6, verse 9. Second Esdras chapter 6, verse 9. Salakia, that picture alone shows who is the most important in the movie. Who is that, Barack Wana? Why would you say that, Barack Wana? Are you saying directly in this picture? Can you elaborate? I'm just trying to gather what you're saying, Barack Wana. Are you talking about the picture that I have up now? The black people are in the back. I got you, sis. Yes. Thank you. The water. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get you. You absolutely on point, sis. It says that's their house and they sleeping in the basement. That was crazy. This movie is crazy. And it wants you to think, oh, we're all going to get together at the end. Don't worry about it. If black people beg enough. Black people beg enough. All right. Post the scripture. Second Esdras chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that of it. Slacky. Let me read it again. Second Esdras chapter 9. Let me read it again. Slacky, y'all. Second Esdras chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Now I hear that, right? When you see all this world ending stuff, the only reason why you're afraid is because you have made an allegiance with Esau, or the heathen, or the oppressor, or the antichrist, or those that are against Christ and God. You are so concerned about the end of the world and you being destroyed with it because you have made your allegiance with this wicked, foul kingdom, with America. You have taken that up. A little bit like you have taken that up. So since you've taken that up, what happens? What happens? You're afraid. You don't want the world to follow. I see movies like this and I'm saying, oh, that's just how Yahweh come. If that's the point. If you're saying that the earth is ending and the world is ending, excuse me, the world. See, world and earth are two different things. World and earth are two different things. Right? Your oppressor will have you think that the world and the earth is the same thing. It's not the same thing. The term world means a group or society. The term world could also mean an age of time. Right? The old world, the new world. You ever hear that? And that movie showcased that there are two different worlds. That there are different worlds. And one world is going to fall. The Bible says, for Esau is the end of the world. The so-called white man, that's the end of the world. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So then you have another world. Right? Okay. That's what the scripture says. Just like heaven. A lot of people think that the word heaven is just strictly speaking of the Most High's realm, or where the Most High sits. Heaven could also mean the sky above you, the outer space. And I ain't gonna get too deep into it. I was about to talk about break down outer space for all the. That's a new one too. My son said that. My son said that There is my son said he was sitting in class or he's sitting at his school, talking to somebody, and he said it was a sister, a young sister, and I guess she's with this Israelite group, or I don't know who he was trying to explain it to me. You know, my son really didn't go in depth with it, but she told him that there is no outer space. There is no space outside. There is no outer space, right? And I'm like, man, they done got that little girl too. She ain't know who she was talking to. She was talking to a son of a captain in the ISUPK. You know, my son gonna say, you don't know what you're talking about. Pretty much, basically, what he said to her. You have no idea what you're talking about. There is outer space. People believe anything they see on TV, man, on the internet. Y'all follow anything. Y'all be careful, man. Oh, y'all don't give a damn. You don't believe in doctrine and waving back and forth from doctrine to doctrine. You don't think that's a doctrine, though, right? There is no outer space. Dumbass. Everything outside of whatever you're in is outer in a space. You might even call it outside. Outside is outer space. My goodness, these guys. Space is space. Space. I can't believe we be having to talk about this. My goodness, man. All right, man. Let me keep going. So it's talking about the world's end. Okay? Leave the world behind. Okay. Where they leave to travel to is called Point Comfort. Point Comfort. See, you will be so focused on everything else. Maybe you won't. Point Comfort. You want to know what Point Comfort is? Let's look up Point Comfort. Point Comfort is in Virginia. Point Comfort is said to be the first place, okay, in 1619, the first place in which they brought enslaved, quote unquote, Africans to. The first group of slaves brought to America was at Point Comfort. So to leave the world behind and to go to Point Comfort to leave the world behind. What is that saying? That's the movie right there. What is that really saying? And when they went to Point Comfort, the opposite direction of Point Comfort was Fort Mose. I'm like, yo, this is too good. Fort Mose. But not the next exit would be Fort Mose. Fort Moses? Mose is short for Moses. Right? So you mean to tell me Moses is the next exit? Slavery is this exit. And check this out, y'all. Check this out. I'm watching the movie, and they go to Point Comfort. And all through the beginning of this movie, man, all throughout this movie, it's white people enjoying black people's labor. Even the music. I'm like, whoa. Music, there's a rap song that starts out that's real militant and warlike. Shalom, real militant and warlike, and leave the world behind. And I forget the name of the song. My boys just told me what it was the other night, and I forgot what the name of the song was. But it's like a very hyped up energetic song, the beat, and my sons was telling me they usually play it at football games or basketball games, of course, because football and basketball are symbols of war. You know, this group going against this group, conflict. Okay, and you have to have a victor, and that was in the song. But I'm the winner, victor, and bloodshed. And that's what's going to happen. Okay, it's a young brother rapping the song. Then the next song played is Misled. The name of the song is Misled by Kool and the Gang. I'm like, and then after that, when they get to Point Comfort, Misled that song is played by the father, the husband, the professor. He's a goofy, dirty kind of character. I'm going to tell you why he's dirty kind of character, right? All right. But that's the song he's listening to while he's taking his family to Point Comfort. So as they're going to Point Comfort, the song Misled is being played. Like Kool and the Gang. Misled, misled, misled. Then they get to this nice, beautiful house. Beautiful house. Okay. Large house. Nice lawn. Swimming pool. Circular driveway. Off into its own privacy. You get to this house. And when the white woman walks into the house, Amanda walks into the house, never gonna let you go is playing. And she's walking softly through this house and spinning and twirling and happy. Let me give you all this right here. To back up Point Pleasant. Can y'all read that? In late August 1619, 20 to 30 enslaved Africans landed at Point Comfort, today's Fort Monroe, in Hampton, Virginia. Right? Well, maybe it said Fort Monroe. Maybe I read it wrong. So I'll take that back. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I thought it said Fort Mose, but maybe it was Fort Monroe. Okay. Aboard the English privateer ship White Lion. Now, in the movie, right? In the movie, while they're on this beach, let me tell you what beach this on. Let me tell you the name of the beach at Point. They say they leave the house. They're gonna go and enjoy their vacation and leave Point Pleasant. I keep saying Point Pleasant. Point Comfort. No, they go to Point Comfort to go to the beach at Point Comfort. The name of the beach. Let me finish reading this, y'all. I'm sorry. In late August 1619, 20 to 30 enslaved Africans landed at Point Comfort, today's Fort Monroe in Hampton, Virginia. Aboard the English privateer ship White Lion. In Virginia, these Africans were traded in exchange for supplies. Several days later, a second ship, Treasurer, arrived in Virginia with additional enslaved Africans. As much as we want to think people really look up and watch stuff, they don't. They don't. You're looking at what you've been conditioned to look at, right? So not many people are going to, and if they do, they ain't gonna really give a damn. Not many people are gonna go, what? Point Comfort, White Lion, Charleston Beach. The beach is Charleston Beach. Anybody know why I'm bringing that up? I'm bringing that up because Charleston, South Carolina, it's not in Virginia, I understand. Charleston, South Carolina. I'm trying to find it. There we go. From the 17th to 19th centuries, Charleston, Charleston, and the surrounding Carolina low country region epitomized a slave society. All right. Chattel slavery, the transatlantic slave trade, and domestic slave trade each played central roles in the low country's economy, labor, structure, and social program. Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? Low countries' economy, labor, structure, and social hierarchy. Let me tell y'all this. Charleston, South Carolina was the largest slave port in the Americas. It was the largest slave port in America. Right? So for them to put Point Comfort, White Lion, Charleston Beach all together is to show you that a White Lion was a slave ship, right? But in this time, it's an oil ship, an oil tanker. Y'all heard what I just said about slavery, right? Oil is what makes a nation run, right? Oil is a high commodity. It's worth more than gold. It's value. You have to have oil to run your economy, to run your country, to run your nation. Just like. So if that's on today's White Lion, the slave ship. And what is White Lion use? I don't want to get into all that. But if that's on today's ship, it's showing you that slavery is what built America. You're not going to think about who built America in the slavery. You don't give a damn. Nobody cares about that. Why? Because Christmas is here. Because you care about Christmas. Because you love everybody. You don't care about that. You care about the 4th of July. You care about all this nonsense. Right? You care about everybody hugging each other, loving each other, all nations coming together. That's the point, brother. If that's the point, then the Bible means nothing to you. Because the Bible is about Israel. All right. Okay. So this shit comes up on shore, this oil tanker. It doesn't stop. While the white family is at the beach, enjoying life. Life's a beach. Not a care in the world. The son got something from his girlfriend, and he gonna go see his girlfriend, asking his mom if he can see the girlfriend. Right? The woman, she hate everybody and hate everything, but the father was able to have quick sex with her, a little quickie with her before they went to the beach. Their lives are perfect and great because of America, because of slavery. Why is that in the movie? Why are they showing it? Why are they illustrating that? Because it's the point of the movie. This world was created because of our world was destroyed. When I say our, I mean Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? This oil tanker comes right up on the beach. It doesn't stop. It's crashed into the beach. Which was crazy because the people just sitting there watching the shit. And they go, oh, we got to get out of here. So they exit the people off the beach. Nobody knows what's going on or why. They get in the car and they travel back to the Airbnb. And they try to figure out what's going on. The chaos in the world. The White Lion oil tanker. Why would it do that? Makes no sense. People could have died and could have got injured. What's going on? They all concerned. And she says, Amanda, the white woman, she looks up, she goes, "Ooh, a Starbucks." I said, this movie is great. White people love Starbucks. She said, oh, it's Starbucks. Now remember that part? She said, oh, it's Starbucks. Oh my goodness. Life is great. That's what they're conveying in the movie. And as they're always in the car, the little girl who is the inquisitive one, who is the, character who is seeing something a little bit deeper. She an ugly little girl. Oh my gosh. That little Edomite girl is hideous. That little Edomite girl is something hideous, y'all. Anyway. They're trying to figure out what's going on, right? Okay, boom. So they go back to the house. I don't want to do the step-by-step for the movie, right? But I'm just going to bring out these points. Go back to the house. They know that something is wrong, but they're going to enjoy their vacation. As they're going to enjoy their vacation, a black man and his daughter knock on the door. And this was crazy. White woman said, get a bat. Don't let them in. Who are you? It's the homeowner's home. And this is something that's pushed in this movie throughout this movie. There are so many parts of this movie that's just showing that the black man is weak. Because his daughter has to be the one to speak up, speak against the racist tone of the woman. Right? That's what the daughter has to do. While the black man, the father, is, we have an issue. Can we come in? Please. This is really our house. She goes, where's your ID? Who are you? How do I know you're not lying? This man says, I'll give you your money back. He takes the money out of his drawer. He has a key to open the drawer. She said, maybe he stole that money. He broke into it because we couldn't see him. Yo, that movie was on point to show who the devil is, man. You can't get around it. All right? You cannot get around the fact of what that is. And the brother, the black man in the movie, just continues to be a sucker, to be Saul. Please, can we work something out? I don't know, But the black family is more dignified and refined than the white family. They're coming from the symphony, the orchestra. They have all these expensive paintings throughout the house. And she says, the white lady said, I don't know who they are. He could be the butler. And she could be the maid. I was like, damn. Y'all need to watch that movie. That's crazy. All right. It's an obvious tension between the two families. Because now he has agreed not to tell them to get out of his house, which he would have every right to. But they go and stay in the basement of this nice, beautiful house. While the white family stays upstairs. We think that we wouldn't catch that. I mean, we think that everybody's going to know what that means. Nah. People aren't going to know what that means. And the daughter, with the piercings all over, she got the edge to her. At the same time, she's the vocal one and outright and wanting to do something. That's right, sis. They put it in the movie that the black man has to be soft. Has to be Bojangles. He shows up with the suit on with the bow tie. nice and please and thank you. I'm sorry to interrupt you. We need a place to stay. It's our house and we need a place to. I'm sorry. I can understand it. Let me give you $1,000 so I can stay in my own house. In front of his daughter. In front of his daughter. She's not feeling protected. So the black woman is not protected. And the white woman is obviously forthright racist. We gotta sleep in the basement, baby. Don't worry about it, baby girl. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Color Purple's coming out. The Color Purple coming out. So when the Color Purple comes out, what's going to happen? The same thing. Color Purple comes out, the same thing. That's the same point. Right? So that when the Color Purple comes out, boom. It's the same thing. It's an attack on the black man. That's what makes a movie great, is the attack on the black masculine, the black man. He has to be solved. Okay? All right, let me run through this real quick. Now, the little girl continues to watch the movie Friends. She's watching it on her tablet because the internet is interrupted. She can't finish watching her show, but it comes out that she loves the show. Now, the sister, she's probably in her 20s, early 20s. She got tattoos all over her body. She's wearing a two-piece bikini to the swimming pool. You know, they play the hard rock while the teenage boy is looking at her. And he's sneaking pictures of her. So it's showing that the black woman is over-sexualized. And she's a sexual creature, right? She's a little edgy and rebellious, even though she's forefront. And this is the feminist movement. This is what the feminist movement done to the black woman. To make the black woman be forthright and upcoming. You understand what I'm saying? She's the one that's going to speak while her father's speaking. And, I'm sorry, massa, please, massa. I makes you a drink. His first time there, he walk in his own house. He got me making them drinks. I make a wonderful cocktail. Like me and drink it. Whoa, this is phenomenal. He's catering to them. And she up here, why do they have to stay in our house? Why can't they leave? And the little girl continues to watch Friends. Friends. And I love that the sister brought out the point. She said, Friends is, I'm verbatim saying it. She basically says, I used to watch Friends too. I watched it. But Friends is really of a time that doesn't exist, or that never exists. She's absolutely right. Friends is the quintessential. Whenever you watch Friends or you look at Friends, I hate that damn show, Friends. That's just me personally. I hate that show. I think it's the worst goddamn show ever created. I cannot stand it. Why? This is just my point. You know, y'all might be saying, you know, Zana, y'all, you a little too much. It's just too white. It's La La Land. Salam. Friends is La La Land, man. Right? They sit around in a coffee shop and joke all day. The corny ass white people jokes. And in the last show, Phoebe says, the clip that's played that you can hear in the movie, Phoebe says, looks like I'm getting married, guys. This ride is officially closed. That's white people joke. Ride officially closed? So you a ride? So you a jump off? You a ride. Anybody get a ride? Okay. But Friends, that show, they dance in the water in the beginning of the show. And if you listen to the song, it's Friends. But who are And it's hilarious because Friends only had, what, 2 black people ever in the show? So Friends is saying friends and white people together. And that's fine. That's a group of friends. But it's this group of white people that are in a white world, in white existence amongst each other. They had sex with each other. He was with her first. He was with them. She was with that person. Now they come back together and they all together. And this the brother and this the sister. And it's like we're all family because we're all friends. And if you listen to the theme song of Friends, it says it in Friends. I'll be there for you, even if the world starts to fall. Let me play the theme song, friend. I can't stand it. Yeah, sis. This is absolutely right. That show was taken from Living Single. There's black writers that write stuff. See, what's his name just passed away? The Jewish man always wear that hat. Norman Lear or something. I might be saying his name incorrectly. Norman Lear used to steal Eric Monte's shows. Eric Monte would write the show and the casting, the people and this person and the character development. This show, Good Times and the Jeffersons, and these shows, and he'd take these shows, right? And he wouldn't credit the brother, or he wouldn't play the brother, or he wouldn't show the brother that he's the main one. He was saying he's the main one, and he'd get all the money off of it and give Eric Monte the chump change. And they did that with Friends. Friends is that. Friends is a stolen concept that was about black people, but now you take black people and you make it white people's world. So Black People's World, Living Single, is a black people show, right? Okay. They took that concept, but when they took Friends, they put Living Single on the lower stations. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all remember CW and WB and Fox? That's not as high as NBC and CBS that Friends was on. But the concept was stolen from Living Single. And Living Single was nothing but black. And we like it because that's our world. We love, Maxine Shaw, gorgeous. Kim Fields in it. Queen Latifah. The goofiness and silliness of the other sister. I forget her name. She was with Overton, right? And they was all together and they dealt with each other. And black woman had a business and they lived together. The sisters lived together. The brothers lived together. Sinclair, thank you, sis. Sinclair. You know Barack would not know. I know Barack would not know. Barack would not. You a historian like myself, a movie, TV historian type person. Okay, Sinclair, Philwada says, right? You made up a good point, though, sis. Let me just put this here. It didn't make sense because they lived in New York and not one black or Hispanic person on the show. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Absolutely right, sis. Give her a hand. On the show, take place in Central Park, which is Central Park, a coffee shop in Manhattan, and you never see one black person. No, Ross had one black girlfriend. I think that was right. I think that was it. Ross had one black girlfriend. Somebody had a black, or Chance or somebody. He should tell her, the sister. She always be on these little white shows every now and then. You ain't see no black folks. You know, Seneca Village is under. You know, Central Park. Central Park sits on top of dead black and Native Americans in Central Park. No, literally, they destroyed the black community and built Central Park. So Central Park, that coffee shop, is literally over. I know it's a show, fictitiously, but fictitiously it sits over the death and destruction of blacks and Native Americans. And they enjoy coffee all day long. Them white folks, friend. And that's why in the movie Leave the World Behind, her daughter watched Friends and she goes, Starbucks! It's their culture. It's their world. That's their world. So as she's thinking, as the title of the movie is Leave the World Behind, so I'm knocking my own glasses down. Leave the world behind. That's the point. And that's the thing that we should get. Let me get this. song. Let me play this song real quick. I do not own the copyright. That's what I put in there. I do not understand what it's taking from me right now. I hope y'all understand. I hope y'all can say, Captain Azani, are you a good brother, man, to deal with that. Every time I heard this song start to play, I couldn't take it. Like it was like making my ears bleed, make my stomach twist a little bit. I used to be like, God damn, I don't want to hear this trash. If you're on my Facebook page, go to ISUPK Syracuse Facebook page, or if you're on the YouTube, if you're on ISUPK, if you're on my page, excuse me, you can go to YouTube ISUPK Upstate NY as well. All right, I'm gonna have to close this one out. Okay, we're gonna continue on this one. All right, shalom. Y'all gotta understand, when I used to hear this show, oh my goodness. Your sister used to love it. Says, when I used to hear this show, I used to, oh my God, I used to hear this song, I used to be just mad. And I remember I worked this slavery, right? I worked at this slavery at this call center probably almost 10 years ago. Was it 10 years ago? Maybe? Yeah, about 10 years ago. 8, 9, 10 years ago. I don't know why he just did that. They just remixed it real quick. Okay. And I used to hear, they'd be in the break room and they would always put this show on. They would always put this show on in the break room, and it used to drive me nuts. I used to couldn't take it, man. And I remember one time I got into an argument almost with my supervisor. And I said, yo, why is this always on? Right? Because she said something about, sharing, and everybody has the opportunity in the break room and the cafeteria to, share what we got is for all of us. So make sure you take, and she looked at me, you know how Esau is. She looked at me, make sure you take care of it. And she had black babies. So she hated black men. Okay? She loved black men ride, but hated black men who they were in existence. All right. Y'all know how that goes. One of the reasons why I don't know why you're getting with them. They're disgusting. They hate you. But anyway, and that's in the movie too. And she used to say it. I'm only gonna go about another 15 minutes with the show. And she used to look at me and she go, we all need to be together and share, be quiet and considerate of others. She used to always do that and look at me. And I got mad. And I said, well, why is the show always on Friends? It's like you forcing me to watch Friends. Why the TV always got to be on Friends? Well, we were in here and we wanted to watch it first. And I said, that's not, you just talked about being fair and nice and kind. How come nobody wants to be kind to me? I can't stand Friends. I'm saying this to her. I hate the show. I got to sit and eat my lunch and hear this stupid, dumb song. And she started getting offensive. Offended that I would call her Friends stupid and dumb. Listen to this corny, stupid song, but listen to the lyrics.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, a week, a month, even your year. But I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to pour, I'll be there for you.
Is this not the white things you ever seen in your life. This has to be, right? I'll be there for you when I don't know if they say world or rain. Maybe I should type in the lyrics. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. And they're dancing in the goddamn water fountain. They're dancing in the fountain in the middle of the city, getting wet. And they can't dance.
I'll be there for you. I've been there before. I'll be there for you. So there for you too.
That's the worst ever, man. And it just shows they have no care in the world. They have no care in the world. There is no problem with white folks. They don't have to deal with this is their world. Right, and it's mediocrity, sis, but at the same time, their mediocrity is their world. So it's like it's higher because their world was built on our back. So it's like a world higher than another world. That's why that's why I read the scripture in Second Esdras. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Thank you, sis. Taylor Swift. And we could look at everything in their world. Nobody talks about Taylor Swift. They're going to talk about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. And you know what's crazy? Simone Biles, did she marry the brother? She's with a brother that plays for the Green Bay Packers. Nope. You don't see the game where the game is always just focused on Simone Biles and the camera just sitting on Simone Biles through the whole damn game of her cheering her man on. But Taylor Swift's hoe ass, she just was with somebody else. And this cat was just with a sister, the second sister. You know, Edomites run through sisters. These sisters need to leave them Edomites alone. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. But now he's with Taylor Swift. And the whole game is focused on Taylor Swift. She's sitting in the box. Yay! Woohoo! She's the epitome of white beauty in white society. It's Taylor Swift and the football player, Travis Kelce. Isn't that beautiful and wonderful? Meanwhile, Simone Biles, who is the what's it called? She got the most medals in the Olympics. What is it called? The most glorified. It's something where you have all the medals. I know what I'm talking about. When you have all the medals, highest decorated Olympian of all time is Simone Biles. And nobody says anything about Simone Biles. They don't say everything about Taylor Swift and love and embrace Taylor Swift. But that's fine. We need to leave the world behind. That's the point of the movie. How about we leave the world behind? Okay? We need to leave the world behind. I'm going to do a part 2 tonight. I'm going to stop at 2:30. I'm going to do a part 2 tonight. And I want y'all to bear with me so we can rock this part 2 tonight. All right? Okay, where I leave off at Friends. I left off at Friends. Because I want to do the breakdown. So I'm going to do a part 2 tonight for my class. Y'all come back and rock with me. Part 2, I'm going to start at Friends. Thanks, sis. Sis said Edomite mediocrity, right? Okay, let me get this video off of there. Let me get that off of there quick. I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. Yo, man, Esau is wild. He is a beast. You know, he is a devil. Esau is crazy. And in part 2, I'm going to bring out the sexualization and the sexual tension between the black man and the black woman. I'm going to break down that part 2. I didn't think I was going to go this long. You know how I get. After Nizania, you know I get in. I'll be going in. I'll stay on a point. I got to stop me. I got to say, go. You got to get to the next point, sir. Okay? All right? Because you know me, I'm going to talk about it. Okay? So part 2 tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to do part 2 of it. This is going to be the continuation of this breakdown of the movie. In my view, my point, as just Captain Azania, I'm nobody special. But the obvious is not taken seriously. The racism of the movie, when you read in the Bible, okay, let me finish with this because I'm going to start with this when I talk about part 2. This Bible is all about Israel. Genesis chapter 25. There we go. There we go. Is it 25? Yeah. No. Yes. Yes. Genesis chapter 25, 22, and following, right? And the children struggled together within her. You got Jacob and Esau, and they struggled together within her, meaning they was fighting and conflict. They had a struggle with each other. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. You got 2 manners of people. So this movie shows the different mannerisms. Different nations. So we're going to go into that, y'all. All right. Water for joining me. I appreciate y'all for joining me. Join with me tonight. I'll go back in on it. I appreciate it. Okay. Let me get friends off of here. Let me get friends the hell off of here. Well, this is a good song for her.
What he did. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a door. Payback is a door. Payback is a I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, dead a result of me selling my soul.